I have made several videos already regarding Warrior's internal balance and how it all can be described with a single magic word. However, most recently, with patches arriving and meta shifting, one issue became clearer than ever. Spellbreaker is an obstacle standing in the way of God's most hydrated developer and his attempts to restore peace and balance to the PvP mode. Hammer Spellbreaker specifically is the most disruptive. There is this line below which meta doesn't matter, but above that it is very apparent that Spellbreaker outclasses all other warrior specs. This is due to a couple variables, from which I want to point out boon removal and unblockable by default attacks, which both are either Spellbreaker exclusive or really inconvenient to access by any other means than by playing Spellbreaker. Both of these are strong and hard to come by effects, capable of turning the tides of battle in mere seconds. Furthermore, other warrior specs lock you out of something to gain access to something else. Blade Swan loses ability to weapon swap to gain his fancy whipstick, and Berserker both locks himself out of his standard burst while in rage and puts himself further from activating rage by using burst out of rage. Only Spellbreaker has two separate class skills and only uses access to second and third level bursts, which in case of some weapons can barely be even considered a loss anyway. With two built-in mechanics and a sacrifice of literally none, Spellbreaker is a direct upgrade to Core Warrior and is a step before all other warrior specs. For example, physical skills are warriors' best PvP skills in everything but the ability to fly and eat cereal with your feet. Utilizing quite a lot of them is often warriors' only choice above the silver line, and because they are all crowd control, that leads to some controversy. And on Spellbreaker they also boon rip, because yes. Because half of warrior's traits barely functions, if at all, and he is primarily melee, in the world where everyone outruns him and outranges him, warrior got some stat steroids to function in this environment. And then came Spellbreaker, ate all the steroids, committed war crimes, refused to elaborate and left. In more understandable terms, Warrior has so little skills and mechanics that he must be overpowered stat-wise to compete on equal footing with likes of Revenant, Engineer or Mesmer. And therefore, Spellbreaker, that has 4 mechanics exclusive or almost exclusive exactly to him, comes and shits wrenches. If Spellbreaker can do everything Core can, but better, we have no other choice than gently caress Spellbreaker's soft parts with a baseball bat.
Whack his pee-pee!
I would recommend changing Dispelling Force from ripping boons on all of that to ripping boons on burst hits. It will be a nerf for sure, just not the insane one like removing the bloody tether. Oh, please just don't. Only with directly putting more active mechanics, like the likes of Tether, in Warrior's Core Toolkit and Elite specs, we can bridge the gap between Spellbreaker and everyone else. And once that is done, Warrior can be cut down to size and fitted tightly into Guild Wars 2 class roster. Expect follow-up video with elaboration from me in the near future, but for now, Crapways out.